Hey yo, welcome to the wonderful world of Hungry Heath. Now I'm not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I've studied under several television chefs. I have a PhD from UT University and a black belt in Google food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is the warden. Shelly eats steak. Y'all, she's my best friend and honestly my savior. She has helped me so much throughout life.
Aww.
I was lost before I found her.
Aw, that's sweet.
Today's video is my MS journey for week 125. And I do apologize. Y'all are used to us being on the road, in the car. But we're set up here in the kitchen, breakfast room, whatever. Because we're getting set up for our monthly viewer cook-along.
Yeah.
So this is going to be a short video. I'm just going to tell y'all what's up. And give y'all a short update on what's going on with my MS journey. Everything's peachy keen. Like, it's going great. I'm eating right. I'm exercising. And honestly, I'm just kind of overwhelmed with all the support y'all have been showing me. And
yes.
Not just with my MS, but with everything with the channel and what we're gearing up for, what, 2 weeks now?
Less
for
than 2 weeks.
Our barbecue meetup.
Less.
So the Friday before the cruise leaves on the 4th?
Sunday.
June 4th, Sunday, June 4th. So June 2nd, that Friday, there will not be a Friday night feast. Instead, we will be hosting a bunch of folks over here. I'm smoking 3 briskets and 2 pork bellies.
So we'll actually still be feasting,
Yes.
just not live.
It just won't be televised. If you want to join in, you got to be here.
Well, maybe if time allows,
Right.
and we're not too swamped, I might go live. And maybe if Noah's here,
Yeah.
we get him to go around and just, talk to everybody, but we might not be able to read comments. So comment below if you would like us to do something like that, if you'd be interested and kind of watch that.
Welcome to the house, Noah. You've been voluntold to get to work.
Right? But yeah, so everything, we're just busy with it. How is your MS? Like, how's it going as far as your symptoms?
Honestly, pretty good. Friday I had a little bit of, I don't know if necessarily a flare-up. I had a minor scare on my end. I don't know what was going on. I kind of slept in. That's the thing, too. I've been sleeping in later this last week, I guess, really.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Usually, I get up around between 4:30 and 5 o'clock every morning, like almost like clockwork. I wake up the dogs and I let them out, and then I come in here and start on breakfast, start on her coffee and whatnot. Well, there was a couple of days I got up so late that actually I didn't get up until her alarm went off. Just weird for me. And then that Friday, I was just really feeling out of sorts. I was telling her that if it wasn't for the buggy, I went to 2 different stores. If it wasn't for the shopping cart, the buggy, I don't know if I could have walked the whole store. I was feeling that weird. And I know if I don't eat regularly, it really starts messing with me. So I'm not good on like a long fast and all that stuff. It doesn't work for me. I need to eat like 3 meals a day, sometimes more. But so I didn't eat that day till almost 4 o'clock that afternoon.
Yeah.
I ate a big breakfast though, so I thought it was gonna be good. And also I've changed things up a little bit. This whole week I did not eat my hard-boiled eggs. I was eating scrambled eggs.
So that could have been part of it
Part
too.
of it. But I felt good the rest of the week though. I felt fine.
Well, but it's like a cumulative effect.
I'm fixing to mess it up too then, because next week I'm going to do a frittata. But I guess I could do the eggs on the side, just have them as a side dish. I don't know.
Or have it with your lunch.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But anyways, because I just wanted something different. We had a lot of that brisket left over, so I was just making scrambled eggs. I'm making dirty scrambles.
Well, and then the other thing too, as far as the sleeping, we were doing really well, like getting to bed between 9 and 10 and going to sleep basically right away. But lately, we're not getting ready for bed until 10:30, 11.
We found a couple of shows we wanted to get caught up on, and we're like, okay, we could fit in one more episode. 3 episodes later, we're going to bed.
And yeah, so I've noticed several times, even with myself, I'm going to actually sleep after midnight, sometimes close to 1 in the morning. So, when you do that, you're going to bed 2 hours later. It makes sense you'd wake up 2 hours later.
And then, so I didn't get to make her coffee a couple of mornings, so she had to use her Nespresso in her office.
Well, and then I thought one day you forgot your medicine too till later that day.
Yeah. That was like on Wednesday, I think.
Yeah.
Because y'all, it's kind of messed up. I have a little desk in the office, the living room here, that my other computer's hooked up to the TV, and I'd watch everything right there. Mm-hmm. And I have my little pill bottle sitting right there by the computer. For whatever reason, it's sitting on this cabinet beside her. In fact, both of those are empty. I need to refill those today so I can make a new batch for next week. Because I do it Sunday through Saturday.
Yeah.
And I took Saturdays today, this morning.
So that could have been part of it. And then just also now, it's been fairly comfortable temperature-wise.
Yes.
And I feel like yesterday, like we've had a lot of rain lately, but yesterday was like a true day of where it's hot and humid. And being in and out in that could have also affected you. And
then I really messed up. We had a couple of coupons because I was only supposed to go to 4 stores, I think. I was going to go deliver a package to get it shipped out. Then I was going to go to Sprouts, HEB, and the Dutch Bros. Mm-hmm. And those are all right there and like basically across the street from each other. I should have just made one loop and come back home. Maybe gone by like 1. I've been back home by 1 o'clock probably. Mm-hmm. If I'd done it, timed it right. But I forgot some crucial things. All I was worried about, honestly, was getting that shipment out to UPS to get it mailed off. In doing so, I was hyper-focused on that, and I forgot the coupon she needed for the item she wanted. What was it? The kefir? She had like $1.50 off on it.
Mm-hmm. And it's still on sale for 50 cents off, so it's basically a $2 savings.
And then, also, because I was going around store to store, I always like to take at least a little cooler with me, and I throw some ice packs in it. Well, I forgot the cooler and the ice packs. So, I mean, on a good note, I guess, I had to come back to the coupon. So while I'm here, I might as well get the cooler as well. So, but that threw me off almost 2 hours, we figured out. That's what kind of messed up. That's also why I didn't eat, and it messed up her eating. She didn't even get a lunch yesterday. She skipped lunch at work, but she got to go home early because of that. But.
Yeah, because I was having him get some stuff at Sprouts so I could make my lunch, so I couldn't eat my lunch until he got back with the groceries. I mean, I could have ate something here, but, honestly, I've been fasting so much, it's not a big deal. But I was just really looking forward to that. But oh well, it worked out.
Yeah.
How about your DDPY?
Fine. I've been doing it every day. Same way. No. And then I got my extra steps in, because that's what I told her too, that's where I messed up too. Especially when I got the HEB. For whatever reason, if y'all go to these different stores, if you notice in the parking spots, some of them, at the end of the parking lot, they'll be colored, they'll be marked a different. Most of the time, they're yellow. But if you notice on some of them, they're painted blue. Those are usually employee parking. They tell the employees, because I used to work retail at different, like at a Home Depot.
At HEB.
And HEB, yeah, I've worked at both of them. And they have a special marked parking spot for employees, because they don't want you parking where your standard customers park. Mm-hmm. So I actually parked near those on that day, because I like parking right next to the buggy returns, just because it's easier. I grab one on the way in, throw my bags in there, because I have a whole big old stack of reusable bags. Throw the bags in the cart, walk it in, and when I'm unloading the car, it's just easier to put it back into the cart return. So I always park right next to there. So.
Well, that's good.
So I parked a little far away.
So you got some more steps in, and I see you're trying this cherry limeade by, who's it by?
Cascade. Cascade Ice. It's 0 calories, it says. Only reason why I got it, honestly, 2 reasons. One, our viewer, Terry, is going on the cruise with us also, and she was looking for advice on what stores to go to and everything, because she wants to get some drinks to take on the cruise. I was like, well, look, I'm going to the store anyways. We're going to see each other. You're either coming to the meetup, or we're going to see each other at the pre-cruise dinner.
Oh, I hope these are going to be okay, because I see it just says 17.2 ounces.
So I was like, well, I can just get you whatever you want. Just tell me. So I told her where I was going, and so she pulled up a couple of things and told me, and they were running a special on these. They were 5 for $5. So I grabbed some for me too, because y'all, even though I'm keto, I miss fruit. Especially tropical fruit. It's always my favorite. So I always get these type things to quench that thirst, that craving for my fruit.
You know, so it does have sucralose as the
probably
sweetener. Yeah, I know you don't care.
I
Oh,
don't.
because it says may not exceed 12 standard 17-ounce bottles. So I hope
Because I got her a 12-pack.
It's 17.2. I hope they're not like anal and be like, oh, it's 0.2 over. Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, because we didn't notice it till just now.
Yeah.
But like I got like
I thought they were like 14.
like the HEB was running a 5 for $5, so I got 5 different flavors, and then I just grabbed this one. It's cherry limeade, but I just now put it in the fridge this morning. It's not cold, so that's why I poured it over ice.
Yeah. To me, you know what it tastes like? In my opinion,
Kool-Aid.
No. I was going to say, you remember when we used to go to Sonic and get the cherry limeades, but several hours later when they're flat?
Yeah, because that time tastes carbonated, yeah.
It says it's sparkling.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what it reminds me of. Oh, people are starting to join our cook-along.
So that's what I'm saying. We're going to cut it to a little short, and we don't have an hour drive. So y'all get to listen. There's no rant today.
Aww.
Which is all good news because we're getting geared up for the cruise, y'all.
Comment below if you enjoy when we rant
on,
or if you enjoy this little bit of a shorter one.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and show them your food for the week. And while you're looking at the food, we're going to be cooking some food.
Sunday morning breakfast, I have a beef and mushroom dirty egg scramble, topped with some queso fresco, smashed avocado, red onions, and a little dab of garlicky gringo. On this edition of Sweep the Kitchen, this may look like a weird combination because I'm having, for my Saturday lunch, I'm having the last bit of that Tex-Mex meatloaf along with some sautéed cabbage. Those don't really go together, but I need to eat them and get them out of here. So that's what I'm having. On this edition of Sweep the Kitchen, for my Saturday lunch, I'm having the last bit of that Tex-Mex meatloaf along with some sautéed cabbage, topped with that smart-ass hot sauce. Sunday night dinner, I'm having some more of that chorizo queso with some pork rinds. Monday breakfast, and I got some ground beef, scrambled eggs. Monday lunch, and I'm having the rest of that leftover nosketti, topped with a little bit of this Parmesan cheese.
On this mandatory meaty Monday, for dinner, we're having another sampling of our new favorite thing, the overnight brisket. I ran another little test batch last night and finished it off today in preparation for our meetup before the cruise. Doesn't this look good? Tuesday brunch. Y'all, I woke up this morning and I wasn't hungry, so I figured I'd just wait and eat one meal. Oh, I'm sorry. It'd be too mad for me today. I'll eat this brunch and then I'll eat dinner later. But I'm also being a little thrifty. I'm reusing the this Daisy sour cream bowl. And I'm eating my scrambled eggs inside of it to finish off all the remnants of the sour cream. And then I'm finishing off this sriracha wild brine hot sauce as well. That's what you see topped on it right there. I'll stir all that up before I eat it. And then what I got is some ground beef, jalapeños, and mushrooms in a dirty egg scramble, topped with some queso fresco and some red onions. I'm really looking forward to this one. It looks good, y'all. And if you're wondering why I'm using a different towel, I just washed this tray and I got to sit on the towel to let it dry. Tuesday night dinner. Y'all, I used one of my freebies from Gringo's Mexican Kitchen to get me a discount on some queso. It's the queso loco. And they threw in the pork rinds for me. Then I'm having some of my leftover brisket from the other night. And then I got a pint of their bar salsa. And they gave me all these little fixings to go with it. So this is going to be an awesome dinner.
Wednesday breakfast, and I got a dirty egg scramble topped off with all the add-ons for that Gringo's queso loco. So that's their green sauce, guacamole, and sour cream. And then I mixed in some of the queso loco with the scrambled eggs. Wednesday lunch, and I'm having some ground beef topped with that queso and a little bit of that Hotline Pepper Products Garlicky Greengo, and then I topped it with some red onion, and I'm just going to eat it with some chicharrónes. Wednesday night dinner, I got a couple of slices of brisket, Gringo's bar salsa, and chicharrónes.
For Heath's lunch on Thursday, we ordered from, it's actually a restaurant inside a convenience store or gas station, and they actually have a full keto menu, y'all. I was like, and it's only 6 miles from our house. So what we ordered is a keto burrito. So the tortilla is a cheese tortilla, and then they smother it in their enchilada sauce, and it has hot sauce with it. And then I've got a keto breakfast taco with bacon, egg, and avocado. Again, the cheese shell. And then we have a keto quesadilla. Again, in the cheese shell with avocado and hot sauce. And then finally, I got these peppers or jalapenos. I think it's just a whole jalapeno wrapped in bacon, served with guac and sour cream. And we're just going to split everything here. And hopefully we'll like it.
Friday breakfast. I'm having some brisket, dirty eggs, and I put jalapeno and mushrooms in it. And then I'm eating it in the container that I had the queso fresco stored in. I'm finishing that off today. And then I topped it with some fresh diced tomatoes. Topped it with some guacamole or the smashed avocado and some salsa. So I got a couple of coupons. We think we got it at KetoCon. So I got turned them in at HEB today and got a freebie here of these real good enchiladas. And it's the chicken enchiladas with white chicken meat, tomatillo sauce, Monterey Jack cheese, rolled in a chicken and cheese shell. Let's take a look and see what all the ingredients actually are. I'm sure it's probably going to be scary. Let me see. Look how long that list is. I'm not reading all that. Y'all can see it. I'll just leave it paused here. And if you want, I can copy paste this into the description down below. Y'all can read about it. But I'm hungry. It's a little after 3, and for whatever reason, I still have not eaten lunch yet, and I'm getting hangry. So I'm going to let y'all go now. Saturday breakfast, and I'm having a couple of fried eggs. And y'all, you probably heard this story before. I cannot fry an egg to save my life. I just did this on the skillet on the stove. And the reason why I did fried eggs, because I'm having a couple of those brisket kolaches, and I wanted to dip it into the yolk. This looks exciting, though. Saturday lunch, and having a couple of those brisket kolaches. And then I got a couple of jalapenos stuffed with some homemade pecan butter. Y'all should stay tuned because I'll have a recipe coming out very soon for the pecan butter, how we made it. Alrighty, folks, so a little bit of change of plans. I know we started out at the house. We just finished up our viewer cook-along. And talking about all that food with everybody got us a little hungry, so we decided we want to come over here to Saltgrass. We just finished eating, and I don't know what happened, but for whatever reason, I had a little brain fart or whatever, and we didn't record our meal. But all we had was steak. That's the reason why I came over, to get the steak. So,
Wait, your phone died, I thought.
Yeah. It did it last night, and it did it again today. I did another thing wrong. I ordered a new charger. I did one of the USB number 2s. That says that's the, looks like when I bought the phone, it has one of those fast chargers. And whenever I plug that in, it has a little block that you plug into the wall.
Now. Uh-huh.
No, I don't even have one of those.
I thought that was a fast charger.
If it is, that's awesome. I could have just used this today, last night, then on the chart on the thing. That's what I'm probably gonna end up doing. I'm gonna take this out of the car and bring it inside. But anyways, so I went to order another one on Amazon, and I thought it said I could get it today between 5 and noon, or 5 and midnight, or something like that. No, like, see, I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, y'all. 5 and 10 is what it said. 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. I was like, that sounds great. So I hit order. And then it sent me a thing, told me it's going to be tomorrow between 5 and 10. I was like, well, all right, that'll work, I guess. Then, and it got declined because I had the wrong, for whatever reason, I had the wrong card in the payment
selected,
option.
yeah. Old card.
So we just ordered, we fixed it. Shelly logged in for me and fixed it, and so I'm getting it on Monday.
Yes.
So, but it's actually, I had to double check, but I think it's a 2-pack, but it's a 10-foot cord too, so that should be perfect for us to be able to plug in. Because what we've been doing is I have a little multi-tap USB adapter plugged into the computer. We plug in the microphones into that, and then on another one, because there's like 3 of them openings. One's the microphone, the other one I plug in my phone. But it's a slow charge. But we went, 4 hours last night, and it didn't charge it enough.
Yeah, 4.5. It's like it charges, but not fast enough to keep without fastage draining.
Yeah.
Which I've noticed that anytime I've had, like at work, I plug in with a different charger to a USB, and it just doesn't seem to charge as fast.
So then I started looking around, playing with stuff on my personal computer and on the new one. Excuse me. And that fast charger, there's actually another port on the computer I've never noticed before. Because I was looking to see, I was just went into YouTube, went in to look, and like, well, how do I hook this up to the computer? And they're like, well, there's a input right there. So I plugged it in, and of course it started charging right away. It's like, oh, that's how I do it. I don't have to buy anything extra. It's already on the computer. And I tried it on both computers and it worked. But the only problem now is where we set up the computer when she's reading the comments and everything like that while we're live, and then where the tripod's at, there's not enough length. The distance is on there. The charging cord's not long enough. So that's why I ordered this other one, and they're 10 foot long. So hopefully that'll work.
It should.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. We'll find out next Friday.
Oh my God! Is it 11?
Yeah. It's already 11 o'clock.
I'm wondering why I was getting so tired. Like all of a sudden it just hit me, and I'm just like, whoa.
So yeah, this is Saturday night, 11 o'clock. We just finished dinner. Very late for us.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to get this posted tonight. I'm going to wake up in the morning, do my editing, and get it posted for y'all on Sunday.
Yes.
So
I know. We normally during the week we usually eat around 5 p.m.
ish.
Yeah. Well, that's around 5 p.m. And so tonight, though, like, you know, we didn't. Well, I guess you had a lunch. I was out all day until 4 o'clock, and so I came home and I had a antipasta salad, and then it was time for the cook-along, but our cook-along was actually a dessert, so we didn't eat anything except for some of the dessert. And y'all be looking for that recipe next month.
Yes.
So far, the ones who have made it have said that it is really good. So that makes me feel good. Because it was...
touch and go.
Yeah, it was a little risky. And I was like, oh, it's a dessert, but it's different, but I don't know.
And what I loved about it, too, those of all... The people who said they made it also changed it up a little bit. And then, so we adapted their changes in the one we made tonight.
Yes.
And it was awesome. I love when y'all do that, put your own little spin on it. I love that when y'all do that, so thank you.
Yes.
We learned from y'all so much.
So then, towards the end of the cook-along, we were just, you know, chit-chatting about Texas and, like, Whataburger and what was... There was another one, and just talking about all these...
Jack in a Box, I think, one time.
Oh, yeah. and all these.
I'm so over them.
But all these, like burgers and everything, and I was like, oh, I'm actually getting hungry. So when they,
because speaking of, I actually made threw a link of sausage in the air fryer, and as soon as I put it on the plate and was fixing to start eating on it, she's like, hey, well, I wanted to go eat. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just put that in the fridge and I'll eat it later.
Yeah.
Twist my arm.
So we ended the live, and then we went to Saltgrass, and we just finished, and I am miserably full. Like, why did I think I could eat a steak and Brussels and a salad? Like, what was I thinking? I think I was mostly hungry for something, but not that hungry. I'm just so miserable, y'all.
You gotta sleep.
I know, I might get home.
You gotta sleep well.
I might, take a shower and just pass out. I have to take a shower, though. I can't.
Of course.
I can't get in the bed dirty, y'all.
Stanky.
Well, some people like a morning shower. I'm just somebody, I have to have it. It actually puts me more to sleep to shower first.
Right.
But yeah, and even I was like, Heath was like, oh, I'm not even that hungry. I'm just gonna get a 12 ounce. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a 16 ounce. Woo-hoo.
I'll show you.
Look at me. I'm so bold. I'm gonna eat this huge steak. And yeah, I ended up giving at least a third of it to Heath, because I was like, look, I can't. I am so full. I just can't. And I gave it to him. And
why you can eat it.
Right. I know. Mr. I'm not hungry ate his 12-ounce steak plus the third of mine. And I just can't. And that's what kind of surprises me, because y'all have been following me, like I've been doing a lot more fasting. And again, just doing it for gut health. I never expected this, but I'm telling y'all, my satiety has dramatically, I guess, improved. Like, I get so full so quick when I eat. I'm just astounded, because I've always been someone I can load it up. I can eat. Usually I can out eat Heath.
That's why she got the big one and I got the little guy.
I know. But
I just gotta play cleanup.
Now that I've been doing more of these fasts, I notice when I eat, I get full a lot quicker. Like, what is going on? Why are you doing this to me, Grelin? But yeah, sorry. I know this is your thing.
It's fine. It's funny.
I'm so full, y'all.
I know, we're just both of us kind of miserable.
Why did I do that to myself?
But you know what? At least it tasted good.
It did taste good. Oh, goodness. Oh.
So I apologize for not taking footage and photos of it, but
we've been there before.
Yeah.
Y'all know Saltgrass. It was a steak. It was their house salad, no croutons.
Croutons.
And then the Brussels as the side.
Right. So good. And then we were telling the waitress how we make the pork belly Brussels. She's like, wait a minute, I'm gonna go tell them to make that. She's like, I'm going home and making that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and she goes, or just invite me over next time you make them.
I'm like, come on.
But yeah, so that's where we're at. Okay, I normally am not driving at this time. I mean, first of all, working from home, I'm not out on the road that much.
Right.
But geez, these people drive crazy. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
Like they've been drinking. Just a drinking.
And it is Saturday, so.
I mean,
that's what Saturdays are for, I guess.
I don't know. They're I'm keeping my distance here. But yeah, so that was your week.
Yeah.
Everything just
pretty
going along, and you're getting ready for the cruise.
Yeah.
And wow, I feel like the next 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks, but the next 2 weeks, We're gonna be so busy.
I feel busy right now.
I know.
I already know. I got stuff I gotta do tomorrow. I guess it would be the 2 weeks. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that would be part of it.
I still gotta go to the store and get more stuff.
Oh gosh, I'm so full.
And then somebody, I don't remember which group it was, posted that their Kroger, had a buy one get one free on the bacon. So we both pulled it up in the app and can't find it.
I know.
Our Kroger's doesn't have it. That's just wrong.
I know.
I like free bacon.
Yes, and cheap bacon. But again, we did get those 2 packs for like $1 each. So
that's true.
That was pretty close.
Yeah, that is pretty close. So don't do that. You're driving, woman.
Not right now.
But yeah, it's 11:04, and that's why we're driving with the light on. I know you're technically not supposed to do that, but I was like, hey, why don't we just sit here with the light on and record? She's like, no, we gotta get home. We got things to do. My bed's calling me. I said, all right then. Oh.
Yeah.
We're like, what, 3 lights away from the house? Yes. 1, 2, maybe 2 lights. This will be number 3, I guess.
Sorry. Yeah, I was like, look, I can't sit in this parking lot. I need to get home. I was like, I just don't know if I'm even gonna make it. Like,
so
I'm like utterly exhausted right now.
We told y'all there was not going to be a rant, but
apparently
this is where we're ranting, and basically we're talking out of self-defense now. The more she talks, the more awake she is. So
not the more awake. Just
well, I'm saying that to keep you awake.
I know. Like my eyes will not stop crying. Why does that happen? Does anybody else do that? When you're really tired, your eyes just water.
I was gonna say, good thing we get that bench in the fold down bench in the shower. So if you're really tired, you can just sit down and take a shower. I've been on that a couple of times. I've been that tired.
I can imagine.
Because in fact, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I actually fell asleep for a little bit there on the cook-along.
I thought so, because all of a sudden you went, whoa. And yeah, I was like, oh.
Because I woke up.
You must have been asleep.
Yeah. I'm wondering, I don't know if there's a test they can do or not, but I'm thinking, I've been doing some reading on it, Dr. Google is kind of dangerous, but
now you have a ultra rare cancer that's causing this.
Not cancer. No, I'm saying that it's that if MS causes narcolepsy.
Oh.
Because there's some. Remember, a lot of times too on the couch, I'll just be sitting there, all of a sudden I'll go out. I'll just flat out fall asleep.
Well, it's around the same time every day.
Yeah.
And I usually blame it on because you wake up so freaking early.
But I told you though, we talked about it earlier. Then this same update is that I've been getting up later, and I'm still falling asleep though. So that doesn't matter though. And you are crying. Wow.
I know. I told you. Yo.
He's not letting me sleep.
I know.
It was her idea to go out to eat.
But
I wanted to just sit home and eat what we already have. If somebody had to go.
I'm the worst.
Yeah. She's punishing me by taking me out to get steak. You can go.
Oh.
Go. It's a yellow, but nobody's here.
That was people coming, but oh well, they'd hit you first.
Oh, now she's just wiping her tears on me. That's true love right there.
That's right.
Oh, man.
I don't trust none of these people. Don't trust anyone after 11 o'clock driving on these roads.
Especially your wife. Oh, little Miss Teary-eyed.
I know.
Yawning.
Oh.
But, that's why
I didn't get a nap today.
Huh?
I didn't get a nap today.
What time did you wake up? 8:30, huh?
Yeah.
Why did you get up so early?
Because somebody's bouncing around on the bed.
Because I slept late today. I don't understand what's going on with that.
Well, we didn't go to bed till late. It was
then we do it again tonight.
I don't know. At this point, I might just pass out. I know you wanted some after dark time, but right now.
No.
No?
Why do we have to tell everybody everything?
We didn't tell everything.
Jeez.
And only people that stay till the end will even hear this. So I bet not everyone will even hear this part.
All right. So now that's the key word now. Hear this part.
Hear this part.
That's what you're going to type. If you listen this far, watch this far, put in there, type in, hear this part. Give me the chuckles.
And then we'll be like, oh no.
And here in a second, they're going to start playing our song. But just wait for it. Cough, cough, cough. Huh? Smoke another one.
Oh my gosh. I'm so tired.
Come on, Boomer, let's go.
Don't call me that.
Ow! Did you see that? She just hit me.
Tears on you. Oh my gosh, they just won't stop.
There it goes.
What's wrong with my eyes, y'all?
You're tired.
I could probably Google that. I am.
Ask Dr. Google.
I know. Like, I just don't understand. But yeah, I'm ready.
The cook along was amazing tonight. Thank y'all,
Yes.
you all that tuned in.
I was so
gonna make it so
excited,
fun.
and I was so nervous when I asked a couple of y'all, like, okay, you made it. What's your honest opinion? And I was like, oh, what did
They loved it.
come back and they go, well, this, and this, and I'm always open for it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm open for it. But when they came back and they were praising it, I was like, oh, you do, yay.
I love it too when they're like, well, this was good, but why don't you do this instead? And they're like, oh, okay, so let's try that.
Why
That
is
was
this
right.
person trash can out in the street here?
I don't know.
Hey, neighbor.
Yeah, should have brought it in already. They picked it up this morning.
I know, look at this jackhose right on my butt. Well, come on. You've been wanting to get past me, so do it. Ugh, these people.
So now we're pulling in the driveway, so this is where we're
Finally.
going to end it. So
Yeah.
maybe somebody can go in and dry her tears.
I know. Take a nice hot shower, or I'm sorry, a lava shower, because that's what I get into. Let me know who else is with me and likes the extremely hot shower. I did try one day this week where at the last minute I changed it all the way to the cold.
Scurry.
And I was like, it's not too bad, but it's not a daily practice, honestly. But I do like it like extremely hot. Like if I don't get out looking like a lobster, I feel like it wasn't hot enough.
Right.
And that's what I'm going to do after the dogs attack me, because
Right.
oh my gosh, they go a little ballistic every time I leave.
It's like extreme separation anxiety.
Well, they don't damage anything in the house. It's just like what happens is when I go in, they'll ignore Heath. When I go in, like Sam tries to like push me over. He's so excited. He like
Oh, I understand.
jumps and like pull right into me, and just so overwhelmingly excited. Like they're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you left. I was so worried for you that you'd ever come back. And it's like, I guess that's the danger or the pitfall of working from home. The dogs don't understand when you actually do leave.
Right.
They're like, you never leave. And then, now you left. Did somebody abduct you? They must have abducted me. All right,
Let's go
end
in
it.
and check on them.
Let's end it.
Thank y'all for watching. Don't forget, every Friday night, 6:30 Central, we'll go live for the Friday night feast. We'll cook up an entree, maybe a couple of snacks, show y'all how to do it, and then we'll spend the rest of the evening just chewing the fat with all of our friends in the Hungry Horde. Hope you can tune in sometime. We'd love to have you over for dinner.
And please stay tuned to see all of those wonderful channel members. Thank y'all so much. Bye.